class we are going to discuss about the measures of the central tendency. So let us see here what are the measures of the central tendency. Okay, in statistics there are three measures of central tendency. One is the mean, and the second one which is the median, and the third one which is the mode. Based on this we will find the measures of the central tendency. What is the meaning of measures of the central tendency? Which is nothing but, suppose here if you take your school, who is the head? Principal is the head. That means she is the central part of the school, right? Suppose if you take here our Telangana, who is the central head, which is nothing but our CM. Like that, similarly if you have given any data, one particular data will be there. That will become the central tendency, central part. That will become the representative of the given data. Now, if you want to find what is that particular data, we can use by any of the three methods. What are those methods? Which is the mean, and the second one median, and the third one which is the mode. Let us discuss in this session about the mean. So what is the meaning of mean? The other name for the mean is nothing but the average. You can call it as average also. So here, if you take the average of the observations, that we call it as an mean. So how to calculate the mean? Suppose here, how to take the average, the sum of the observations by the total number of the observations. By using that formula, you can calculate the mean of the given observations. So how do you can calculate? By using the formula, sum of the observations by total number of observations. By using this formula, you can find the average of the data, given data. Suppose let us take here, if you want to find the mean of the first 5 natural numbers. Suppose they ask here, find the mean of the first 5 natural numbers. So here, what are the first 5 natural numbers? Which is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we need to find the mean of this data. Clearly you can observe that it is a raw data. We did not form this one in any of the table. So since it is a raw data, how do you find mean of the raw data? Let us see here. So what is the formula? The sum of the observations by the total number of observations. So here, what are the observations we got it here? Which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let us take the sum of the observations, which is nothing but you can denote mean by x bar. This is the symbol for mean. So here, take the sum of the observations, which is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. This is the sum of the observations. And what is the denominator? The total number of observations. Now you need to count how many number of observations are there in the given data. How many observations are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So total 5 observations are there. So write it here 5. Now add it, how much you will get? 5 plus 4, 9. 9 plus 1, 10, 12, 15. So you are getting here 15 by 5. 5 ones, 5 threes. So what is the mean? What is the representative of this data? Which is nothing but the 3. That 3 we call it as a mean of the given data. Let us consider one more example. Suppose if you want to find the mean of first 5 odd numbers. So here you need to write what are the first 5 odd numbers. You know that what are odd numbers? The numbers which are not divisible by 2. Those numbers we call it as an odd number. So let us write what are the first 5 odd numbers, which is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. sum of the observations. So add these observations, which is 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 by total number of observations. How many are there? Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 are there. So write it here 5. Now add these values. So what you will get here? 9 plus 1, which is 10. 10 plus 7, 17. 17 plus 3, 20. Here 5, which is 25. So you are getting here the total as 25 by 5. So here you are getting here 5. So this 5 is the representative of this data. Right there you can find the mean of the raw data. Let us see here how to find the mean of an ungrouped frequency distribution table. This is about the raw data. That means if you have given any numbers, suppose if you have given 2, 8, 6, 9, 15. If they ask to find the mean, how do you calculate? You have to add all these observations, right? You need to count the number of observations, which is 3, so that you can find the mean of any given raw data. This is about the raw data. Suppose if you have given here ungrouped frequency distribution table, how to calculate the mean? Let us see that one now. I am considering here one example. Number of students of frequency, both are same. Okay, suppose I have conducted, suppose some person have conducted an exam for 30 marks. Let us suppose, and 10 students wrote that exam. Now I am writing those marks here. So here one person got here 25 marks. How many persons got it here 25 marks? Let us consider it as 4. 4 persons got 25 marks and 2 persons got 15 marks, and after that 1 person got 28 marks and the other person got 4, 5, 6, 7. Still 3 students are there. So since the space is not sufficient, I am writing it here 3. Okay, let us consider this is the ungrouped frequency distribution table. So for 30 marks the exam was conducted, 10 students wrote the exam and these are the marks they have got. 4 students got 25, 2 students got 15, 1 student got 28, 3 students got 20. If you want to find the total, is it correct or not? The total number of students must be equal to 10. So here what you are getting here 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Since the total is 10, so this data is correct. So let us see here how to find the mean of this ungrouped frequency distribution table. So this one we call it as an xi. What is the meaning of xi? Xi is nothing but the observations. This is x1, this is x2, this is x3 and this is x4. x1, x2, x3, x4 we call these as the observations, and this is fi. Fi is nothing but the frequency. Since it is the first one, we call it as an f1. This is f2, this is f3 and this is f4. If you want to find the mean, the formula will be f1x1 plus f2x2 plus f3x3 up to so on plus fnxn by f1 plus f2, f2 so on plus fn. This is the formula to find the mean for the ungrouped frequency distribution table. What are xi there? The observations, and what are fi, which is nothing but the frequencies. Now this one you can write it in shorter form as sigma fi xi by sigma of fi. What we call this one as sigma fi xi by sigma of fi. What is the meaning of sigma? Sigma is nothing but sum of. In mathematics, we have written in the form of the symbol, we call it as in sigma. Sigma is nothing but the sum of these values. So here fi xi is nothing but f1x1 plus f2x2 plus f3x3. That means we are taking the sum of all these values such that we have written expressed in the form of sigma fi xi by sigma of fi. This is the formula for the mean for the ungrouped frequency distribution table. Let us find how to find the mean of this ungrouped frequency distribution table by using that formula. So you have given this data, you need to find the mean. So here you know here xi and fi. So what we need to find here, you need to find it here fi xi. So the next column will be fi xi. So here let us find fi xi. What is the meaning of fi xi? Is nothing but fi into xi. So here f1 into s1. So calculate here 25 into 4 which gives you 100 and similarly 15 into 2 which is 30 and 28 into 1 which is 28. After that 20 into 3 which is 60. Right? This is what f1x1, f2x2, f3x3, f4x4. Right? If you want to find the mean of this data, so what will be the formula? Mean is equal to f1x1 plus f2x2 plus f3x3 plus f4x4. Right? Here only 4 are there. Right? Only 4 observations are there. So you can write up to f4x4. By you need to add here frequencies, which is f1 plus f2 plus f3 plus f4. Now let us see here what is the value of f1x1, which is 100. So write it here 100 plus what is the value of f2x2, which is 30, f3x3 28, f4x4 60. So write it here 28 plus 60. Now take the sum of these frequencies. We have already calculated f1 plus f2 plus f3 plus f4. We got it as 10 because for 10 students these marks are given. So write it here 10. Now add it. What you will get here? 100 plus 30 which is 130. 130 plus 60 which is 190. Right? What you got it here? 190 and what is still left which is 28. 8, 9, 10, 11, 1, 218. So you got it here 218 by 10 which gives you here 28.1. Okay. This is the mean of this ungrouped frequency distribution table. So how to find the mean of the ungrouped frequency distribution table? You treat these values as observations and these are the frequencies. You need to multiply the observations and the frequencies. So which is you can calculate by using the formula f1x1 plus f2x2 plus f3x3 and so on by f1 plus f2 plus f3 plus f4. If you calculate by using the formula, you can find the mean of